Like, look at it. What is this? Have you ever used a candle and, well, you burn the candle and then you burn it so much because you love it so much, but then the wick gets too short and then there's like wax sitting at the bottom? Same! Hey guys, it's me, Kelsey, and today I'm actually doing like a little like DIY, which this is like the opposite of me. I don't have the patience for crafts, but I'm very desperate to get all of the wax out of my candles. And recently I actually saw a TikTok. They actually said if you put boiling hot water in your candle, then what's left of the wax in the bottom that you couldn't get to should rise to the top. Now, the issue with this video that I'm doing today is I actually already started, but then like, this is me as a creator. It's like I start doing something, going about my daily life, and then I'm like, I could make this a video. So I'm gonna have to like fill you in on what you missed, but lucky for you, I have to do it again because it didn't work properly. And then the second issue with this video is that I just said this was like a DIY, like AKA like tutorial, but for me, this is just one big experiment because I've never really done this before. So you can tell this video is really starting off strong, but it's gonna be a journey and I'm here for it, and hopefully you haven't clicked off yet. So let's get into it. So here are all my candles that I wanted to get the remains from. So this is my Sand and Fog Lemon Lavender candle. It smelled beautiful and I wanted to get the wax out of it. Pretend that this wax is like at the bottom. And see, there's the wick. Oh no, you can no longer light it. Well, I poured hot water on it and then this rose. The wick came out and then this part came out. So look at that, I have all this wax that would have just gone in the trash. And then I did the same thing for this little cranberry mandarin, and only some of it came out. That's what I have. These onyx candles, now I can see that they're ready, because look, now I got a little tray. And same with this onyx candle, you can tell I liked the scent onyx. Shout out to Marshall's. Now look at all this wax I have. I'm so excited. But then here's where it gets tricky. You can see that not all of them are working. I guess see, I just ripped it. I just ripped it. Oh no. Oh no, what am I going to do? This one I'm having a hard time with because it's actually gets skinnier at the top. I didn't really think that one through. But either way, you can see that there's still wax at the bottom. It just kind of tells me that my water was not hot enough. Some were hotter than others. I guess you just have to do this multiple times. I did read somewhere that some people let it sit overnight or for like 12 hours, but I'm just gonna repeat this process because I want to get all my good smelling candle wax out of there. I just dumped that water out and now my candle wax accidentally dropped it in and stuck. Come on. Do I gotta take a knife? I got it. So as you can see, this one, I did get a little bit out of it, but not all of it rised. So I'm gonna have to do this one again. Same with this one, still has a good bit left. Do you hear that? You probably don't. Let me bring my mic over to it. That's the sound of water boiling. So grab your little measuring cup and try not to burn yourself. Pour it in the measuring cup. I mean, I guess you could just pour like straight from here, but I don't trust myself. And then pick your candle of choice. Let's just go down the line. Oops, I spilled, my bad. You get a little messy when doing crafts, huh? Whoa! I almost stuck my finger in there because I wanted to show you what just happened. Oh, don't touch it, don't touch it. I'm coming to get you, and so you can see up close. The rim of this actually came up like immediately, and then my dumb self tried to cut it. It's hot, so of course it's going to break if you stab it with a knife. But it looks like there's nothing left in the bottom. I'm confused. So as you can see, this one, I did get a little bit out of it, but not all of it rised. Oh my god, I'm spilling a lot. Dump that in there. Heck yeah. I'm gonna let these sit for about an hour or so, and then I will show you where they're at, but most likely you're going to see me on a different day, different outfit, different dimension, and I will show you when they're actually finished. And then from there, I'm gonna melt them all together in one beautiful smelling candle with the wick. Okay guys, I'm back and I officially now have all of the wax out of these candles. I have all my little disc here, the ones that came out like in a circle, and then I have the remains of this one. This one just never really produced like one piece fully, so that's why it's all crushed up. But luckily for us, it doesn't matter that it's crushed up because we got it crushed up anyways. Ideally, what I wanted to do is layer all my discs, kind of like how they are, but I was going to form them all into like the same shape by like melting them again. And then what I was going to do is I was going to drill a hole and then put this wick through it, and then I could smell each layer burning at a time, and I just thought that would be so cool. But do you really see me with the drill? No. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to cut them all up, melt them in this glass, and stick them in the microwave. I've heard this works as well. I tried to do some research. I think what most people do is they just use like a double boiler and they like put it on the stove, but that's out of my league. So microwave, here we come. So on the bottom, I've got my lavender chamoli all crushed up, and then I've got my sandalwood ash, then I've got my lemon lavender, and then the top is kind of where it just becomes a mess. And with this, I saw that you want to be careful not to overcook the wax, because I guess the more you cook it, the hotter it gets.
Hey, 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 we learned something new today.
And then it takes even longer for the wax to actually cool and become a candle. So we're gonna try this with 30 seconds at a time and see how it goes. I'll give that a good old poke, smash it down a little bit. There's definitely still some floaters in there. Do we go for it again? Why not? Okay, so I zapped it, I think 7 times for 30 seconds. So that was about 3.5 minutes, and I think it might be ready. Ooh, it's hot! It's literally all liquid now. Like, I don't even see the chunks. But now it's a matter of which candle am I gonna put it in. I'm going to pray that it fits in this one. I mean, it should, but whoops, I gotta put the wick in first. I've got my wick of choice. Let me straighten this boy out. There we go. How do I make it stand? And if I don't hold it, I feel like it's gonna turn out crooked, but maybe after I pour this stuff in here, it'll do better. So let's give it a whirl. Here I go, guys. Confirmation, it does stick once you pour the wax in, but clearly it's stuck to like the side. So I think I'm gonna be a rebel and I'm gonna dump it out and try again. Kind of smells like church. Oh, it's stuck in there. It's stuck in there. Oh no. No. I can try to take it up with a knife. Okay. Re-stick in the middle. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it looks really ugly, but it's in the middle now. It's just the wick that falls. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pour the rest of this in. Oh no, guys. Oh my god, now I just poured in. There was a metal thing in here. No wonder the microwave was like popping so much. I thought something was on fire in there. I gotta fish that one out. It's really hot, but now there's another one in here. Now I gotta avoid that. Do you guys even know what's happening? Am I even explaining this? Okay. I had one of those bad boys hidden in my wax. Anyway, here's the candle. This part would look a lot prettier, and so would this part if I didn't pour it out 10 million times. Maybe I'll scrape the sides. This is so ugly. Honestly, right now, all I can say is yikes. Dumping it out multiple times definitely makes a candle look a little bit ugly. Like when this dries up, it's not going to be cute. You would not want to buy this in the store, but I'm hoping maybe the smell will be worth it. Like, look at it. What is this? And you can tell, like, I really scraped the sides, but I'm trying to get every piece of wax in there so I can burn it. That was the whole point. Hey, at least it fit. At least it didn't overflow. I wasn't sure if it's gonna be like too much or too little for this candle, but at least it's not spilling over. It's just not a very pretty presentation. Next, I really don't know how long it takes for a candle to dry and recover from what I just did to it. So we're gonna give it a little bit. I'll come back in an hour, but honestly, it's already hardening up some, so maybe it won't take that long. Okay guys, so it's been about probably 45 minutes. I can tell the top is still like a little bit squishy, but I just cannot wait any longer. I have to know what this smells like. I did try to clean around the sides. There's still chunks on the top, and overall it's not the most pretty or presentable candle that I've ever seen, but that's okay because once we had sniff this up, or once I sniff it and tell you how it is, then we're gonna be like, oh my god, it was so worth it. So I have my lighter, and let's give it a lighting. Oh. It didn't work. Give me another try. The candle, my beautiful creation, is lit. I feel like the lavender is still pretty prominent, but it's like I almost smell everything. I definitely smelled the onyx. Granted, there was 2 of those, but then I even have a hint of like berry, and that has to be this cranberry mandarin. It's so cool. I feel so cozy and warm. All my favorite scents in one candle. I'm so excited with my experiment. I've never done something like this. I can't stop sniffing it. It's a subtle blend, but like it's that subtle blend that you want when like the rain is tapping on your window and you're just like doing some journaling or some songwriting, or you're reading a good book and you're just like, like this is just so peaceful. The only weird thing is like my wick is like starting to curl itself into the wax. I don't know about that. Now you can't see the wick at all. It's just the flame on my wax. Where is my wick? I knew I was too eager. I should have even given it like at least a full hour. At least, I mean, maybe even a day. By a day, it would have been hard, and maybe the wick wouldn't have curled in, but I just couldn't wait. I'm like the most impatient person I know, and I'm so eager, and I put so much labor into this candle that I just wanted to smell it. Will I ever be able to light it again? I think it'll be okay. If for some reason it's not okay, I'll put a slate at the end of this video saying it wasn't okay. I am no Laura DIY, I'm no DIY queen, nor am I a craft person, but I mean, look how much wax I would have just thrown away. And it's more than half. I'm very content with that this would have just gone in the trash, and now I have something smelly that I can look forward to, even though my wick is curling up and I'm getting very concerned about it. Say a prayer.
Help me!
Amen. And I'm gonna hope that I can enjoy this for a while. It should last a good bit. Overall, to wrap this up, I would highly recommend it. You might want to do a little more research than I did. Boiling the water, that process is very easy, it's just very tedious, and you need to do it multiple times if you're going to do this. And then secondly, when you go to put a wig in, make sure you hold that daddy in place for a little, just even a few seconds, just so that it can stay in the right place. Thirdly, do not dump out the wax, because you see what happened to mine. But if you do those 3 things, I mean, maybe you can't really go wrong. I think it was pretty cool. On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Most importantly, thank you guys for existing. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I love my candle. I love my candle. I love my candle.